Alright, go ahead and lay it on me, my friend.
Alright, so first, there is a warning on this story. Do not read if you are eating, have heart problems, are easily disgusted, or are otherwise unable to handle disgusting things.
Well, good thing I just finished eating, so lay it on me.
Alright, so here it begins. Super morbidly obese patient was brought in complaining of severe abdominal and vaginal pain and high fever. Doctor began palpitating her abdomen and felt a mass in the lower right quadrant. She was too massive to fit in the ultrasound rooms, so they had to do everything there in the VR. The tech tried to do a regular ultrasound, but it wouldn't penetrate the 700 pounds of fat. So she decided she would have to do a transvaginal ultrasound. The doctor and about 30 nurses lift this tub of lard onto a table and somehow get her into stirrups. This was disgusting enough. Did I mention she was a land whale?
Fuck.
The tech... Yeah. Oh god, it keeps going. The tech started moving the folds of her thighs and her paniculus out of the way. One nursing student on each side to hold the thigh flaps and one to hold the stomach flap. I was the unlucky fucker charged with handling tools. The doctor had left the room, of course. He told us to just holler when we figured out what the fuck was going on. So, we're yanking on this woman's fat folds and finally managed to start getting her vagina exposed. Oh my god. The smell. This is the most horrifying thing I've ever been exposed to before or since. Now, I've worked for a flower shop growing up. I've been to funeral homes, I've seen bodies in all states of decay, I've hunted, I've fished. My grandparents owned cattle, poultry, and pigs. I've rubbed deer urine all over my face, and I would rather roll in cow shit before I went through this again. This is your last warning before it gets really bad.
I'm slicing up enemies with a photon sword. Just keep on going, and any disgust I feel, these scorpions will feel.
Okay. Her inner thighs and the opening of her vagina were weeping this blackish brown thick fluid. My classmates on either side of her promptly started gagging into their masks. The tech started screaming for me to run and get the peppermint oil. I dove across the theater for the bottle, ran back, and drenched all our masks in the oil. Once we could all breathe again, the tech told me to run for the doctor, that this was an emergency. Okay, I still have no idea what's going on. I can't see past the mountains of fat in the tech, but I do as I'm told. When I finally returned with the doctor, my fellow nursing students were all huddled in the corner with the tech, who looked like she had aged 20 years in the 10 minutes it took to come back with the doctor. The doctor walked over and started asking the tech what the hell was going on. Keep in mind, this fat tub of lard is still in the background screeching about how she wants to get down, and she's hungry, and when are we letting her go home? Somehow, somewhere, this woman had found a man desperate enough to fuck her. The mass in her abdomen was the remains of a placenta. Her body had started rejecting the pregnancy, but because she was so overweight, she never knew she was pregnant and never knew she was miscarrying. The baby had begun rotting inside her vaginal cavity, and the placenta was just floating around, detached in her uterus. They had to take her in for emergency surgery, scrape the remnants of the baby and the placenta out of her body, and put her on IV antibiotics. I know she spent at least a week in the hospital. Past that, I don't know what... I don't want to know, and pray I never found out. So, that's my horror story of why I wimped out of nursing school in one day. TLDR, super fat lady has baby die in vagina. Smell makes everyone in the theater want to die. It makes me reevaluate my entire life. Finn.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you wanna go jump off a cliff with me?
Yes, please?
Alright, let's fucking get to it then.
Yeah, goodbye, cruel world.